Shalom Akim. I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. And salutations to all the Akim in all four corners of earth who's pushing this truth and sincerity. Shalom Akim. I want to get into this video here. Let's talk about this jab that's out right now. And, you know, the video is going to speak for itself some, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit. He says, you know, that they got this jab out, but the dark web is selling a fake version of it, you know, and how ironic, you know, if you know anything, you got the regular internet and you have the dark web. The dark web is where they sell body parts. They got all sorts of things for sale. You can sell organs, you get guns, drugs, whatever your heart desires is on the black web, you know. And he has regular internet and he has the dark web. You have to be real secretive about getting on the dark web. You got to, you almost got to. Most of the people who get on dark webs, they use like a type of burnout computer, you know, like a throwaway type of computer, something they put together because the IP address, you know, you don't want that just floating around because they come back and hack your regular computer and different things. This is a wild, wild west of the internet, so to speak, you know, where everything everything's a go. They got people for sale on the black web, man. Everything is for sale on the black web, you know, but at the same time, they got this jab out on the black web. And, you know, the people right now, the sheeple, they're just looking for answers. They're looking for anything to get them out of this 2021 mind state. And like I was talking to a lady at work, you know, everybody thought that at the end of 2020, everything was going to go back to normal. Just give it a week or two in 2021 and everything will go back to normal. Well, guess what's happening right now? You know, whether it be Larry Lightfoot or Governor Pritzker, you know, they wanted to shut down for a certain long time. Now they're trying to push it for extending the shutdown. Now they want to extend the shutdown. They're also mandating people being separate from don't be too close to each other. They're also having groups of police officers as well as people who think they're the law telling on their neighbors, you know, if they're too close to each other or having some type of event at their house, you know, or gathering at their house, you know. In these times right now, people are going to turn you in for that, you know. But let me let some of this video play.
Almost everyone seems to want the COVID-19 vaccine right now, and scammers are taking advantage of that and selling it on the dark web. CNBC reports cybersecurity firm Check Point says sellers on the dark web have been putting up increasing numbers of ads. They're asking for up to $1,000 in Bitcoin as payment, and then not delivering the goods. In some reported scams, people are getting injected with what is billed as a COVID-19 vaccine, but is in fact an antibiotic or water.
This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and be aware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. You know, when you see this, man, you know, you're looking and these people, our people are just blindly believing in anything Esau says, man, you know, and he's our enemy, he's our sworn enemy from the beginning, but our people, you know, they put their trust in him, you know, and so they're going to die with that trust in this devil, man, and his system and everything, because, you know, they're telling them right now, you know, in order for you to continue with your jobs and stuff, that you're going to have to take this jab. And our people going to fall, they're going to go into it. Well, what are they going to do, man? Because the Lord is dealing with us, man. It's a beautiful thing. Let me back that up this real fast. This is Baruch 4 and 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of light, therefore, that thou mayest be illuminated. And that's what we're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? When you come into this truth, man, you know, we're that beacon, we're that light. You know, everything else is dark. That's why people come to us and ask us questions, man, about the things that's going on in the time that we're going into right now. One of the main reasons I came up doing this video is because I just had a sister who came to me in the hall. Mind you, about a solid month ago or two, you know, I was walking by and she was having a conversation with somebody and she was going to ask me my opinion, but then she was like, no, you're too serious. You're too serious. You know, I just shrugged my shoulders and kept walking, man. You know, like, because some people they can't deal with the truth, man. They cannot handle the truth, man. So, you know, these sheeple out here, they're going to see us and be asking us questions in these times, man, because they're confused. They don't know which way to go, you know. Their whole world is being turned upside down. Well, that same lady about a week or two ago who told me I was too serious, well, today, You know, she made it her point to come ask me, man, what is going on in the world? And, you know, it's numerous of people walking through the hall she could ask, but she comes to ask me because, you know, we're the illuminated ones that the scriptures speak about, man. You know, we've taken ourselves out of this wicked society. You know, the Lord has chosen us. You know, Salaki, I shouldn't say we taken our. The Lord has taken us out of this wicked society. He's chosen us to do His work. Let me tell you some more on that. It says, yeah, and basically, you know, like I said, He chose us to do this work, man. You know, and in these times, you're gonna have to know what to do, man, because knowledge and stability is going to be, you know, the strength of the times we're in right now. Roughly paraphrasing, man. You know, let me continue reading this real fast. It says, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the least remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a child that is bitten by a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? You know, and we're telling you to stay away from, you know, this jab. We're telling you to stay out of Esau's inner circle right now, because he's hell bent. He has an agenda. You know, his heart is set on an agenda, man. He knows who the enemy is, man. But it's our own people who don't. You know, they're still stuck in this. We could come together, overcome situation. There was a sister about last Friday, when the Capitol building was getting stormed, and she pulled up on this one Edomite who was cussing, you know, those people who were storming the Capitol out. He was on his front porch. Well, they put the camera on her. She's sitting out there crying. They're tearing apart our city. They're jacking our city up. You know, so it lets you know where her mindset is. So guess what she's going to do when them times come, man? She's going to take that jab, man. You know, she'll have no other choice because she wants to partake in the wickedness of this place, man. Whether, you know, and we see that, man. Going back to the Baruch that I just read, man, you know, we are the illuminated ones, man. The Lord chose out of this wicked world, man, to push His word and do this work, to push His word and do the work, you know. He says, this is Ecclesiastes 12 and 14. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him and his sins, who will pity? Just what I was getting at, man. Like, who gonna pity you? You going to this sinner, you're dealing with, we're telling you, even the jab itself is a sin, but you're gonna still continuously take it. Why? Because you know, the faith is not in you, you know. But that's the thing that the Lord has to put upon you, man. So just be happy that the Lord gave you this gift, you know, which is the truth, the scriptures. You know, we have something to lean on in these dark times that are ahead of us, man. You know, it says, this is Ecclesiastes 12 and 15. For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaketh sweet with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit, man. Then that was going on, man. Why is it all of a sudden that we are the major ones that they want to chip up? My whole 40 plus years of living here on earth, you know what I'm saying? I've never had the Edomites just openly hand just try to tell us to come get this, come get that, because it's going to do better for you. They got our own people pushing this. They got stars. You have rappers, you know what I'm saying that you couldn't come to their shows if you weren't jabbed up, you know. They had you have different you have another rapper who said, man, when it drops, I'm going to get it. I ain't gonna even lie. You have some of these so-called leaders of these other alphabet groups telling you to go out and take it, man. You know. Let me bring that back again. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 12 and 16, the enemy speaketh sweet with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. You know, hey, this devil, you know, he knows what he's doing, man. You know, he knows that he has but a short time. So in that short time, he's gonna pull out all the stops, man. He's got to do all the wickedness he can, man. You know, he has to do all the wickedness he can. But once again, this is back to this Baruch 4 and 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated, you know. And we're the ones that are illuminated, man, because we're out pushing, you know, this word. We understand the Lord took us out of the wicked world, you know, to do this, man, to do this job, man. Let me let some more of this video play.
Lynette Day, an assistant special agent in charge of the watchdog arm of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, tells AARP, quote, "It's a growing problem. We're going to start seeing these types."
They say it's a growing problem. We're going to start seeing these types of scams increase. And, you know, in these last days, you know, these devils, you know, they're trying to scrape up for these last little dollars before they crash this market, man. Before they crash this dollar, I should say, Slocky. You know, the dollar is going to be crashed. So that's why at the beginning of the video they were saying with the Bitcoin, that's a major trader on this dark web thing, and half Jake don't even got Bitcoin. So who are the ones that are actually going out buying this jab medicine and giving it to the people? That's what you got to be questioning, man. So when the Lord gave us this truth, man, we knew that it was, we're wiser than these devils out here, man. So therefore, we're just not gonna fall into their traps and stuff. Like he said back in let me go back to that. That's Ecclesiastes. He says Ecclesiastes 12 and 12 and Salaki. Let me go back. 12 and 15. I'll bring that back again. He says Salaki 12 and 14. I'm started. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry, man. I was trying to find this other part, but yeah, basically, saying, they're just trying to increase their funds, by running scams and stuff, and our people are gonna fall into that trap, man.
Of scams increase, unquote. The FBI, Department of Health and Human Services Office of Inspector General, and Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services issued an alert warning of vaccine scams. Things like advertisements for early access, unsolicited contact from someone claiming to be from a medical office, marketers offering to ship the vaccine for a fee, or claims of FDA approval for a vaccine that cannot be verified.
We know, the FDA, that's an agency that they've been lying for quite some time, man. As a kid, I remember questioning. I was asking my mom about why is the meat always being returned? Why are these things always happening to us? Why are our neighborhoods so jacked up? Why when we go in the grocery store, it smells like funk? The meat that we get is jacked up. I said, Mom, are they trying to get rid of us? Are they trying to kill us? Well, there's different alphabet agencies out here who are hell bent and committed to keeping you Israelites down and out, backed up, jabbed up, and not trying to seek the true power,
Federal agencies advise checking out your state's health department website for information about authorized vaccine distribution channels, the FDA's website, or consulting your primary care physician. Don't give out any personal information with anyone other than known and trusted medical professionals.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, these people that the Esau is just trying to make that last little jolt for that money, man. Right before the system crashed, man. Right before his dollar crashed, man. But I just wanted to bring this out how the lady at my job, she comes to talk, asked me a question about what's going on, and I gave it to her. But at the same time, about a solid 2-3 weeks ago, I was too serious. She was too terrified. But once the breaching of the Capitol happened, and once more and more of this, of these mask wearing and just the things that's happening, man, people starting to they're getting scared out here. With that being said, I hope this is edifying. Shalom, Akim.